Blog Talk Radio.
Whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Glory be to my God and King. Glory be to the Supreme Being, Rastafari, the Anointed One. Haile Selassie rules from Zion. Glory be to my God and King. Glory be to the Supreme Being, Rastafari, the Anointed One. Haile Selassie rules from Zion. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Don't you worry of people's politics. Don't you worry of the preacher man's lying. For you and me, we are imperfect. Jah alone is the one I salute. Him alone is the one you should serve. Him alone is the one you should praise. Him alone, defender of the faith. Him alone stands for the truth. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. I know sometimes you feel hopeless. I know sometimes you feel helpless. Don't you give up, trust in the Father, for the Father is the provider. I know sometimes you feel hopeless. I know sometimes you feel helpless. Don't you give up, trust in the Father, for the Father is the provider. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away. Wherever you go, whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep the Sabbath day and chase the devil away.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Rastafari. Rastafari. a good day, giving thanks and praises to the Most High, Rastafari. On the sultry, playing on the dead string, showing love and kindness until in I the brutish man would never know. Neither does the fool overstand his law, 'cause Jah has made us triumph by the workings of our hands. Work and he thought is a purpose and a plan. Shabbat Shalom. A song for days of resting inside your home. Shabbat Shalom. A song for days of resting inside your home. See when the wicked grow like the grass, work out of the iniquity, nature righteous path. Rastafari scatter them like sand of the shore. Enemies spiritual dazzle and forevermore. But my heart shall raise up like the horn of Africa. See, I will be anointed with fresh oil, with fresh oil. Shabbat Shalom. A song for the days of resting inside your home and seal up. Shabbat Shalom. A song for the days of resting inside your home. Love me down, and it's at the time. People make heart and a dissonant mind. With behind Babylon come with a different design, and still it's all the same. Better relax, push and recline. His Majesty said unity and only Jah knows. See no for them are the sick and the blind. You consider divine. And the place with them all we call we high and I go sure. You find your personal life. You feel so different this time. You find position and prayer. Balance with spiritual light. Rasta are Israelite. Where Babylon be like trying to cut the branch. Please let it grow. The root of David, he could only be slow. Got to take it easy, please take it slow. That's why I say, Shabbat Shalom. A song for the days of resting inside your home. Oh, Shabbat Shalom. A song for the days of resting.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
מוקדש לכל מי שאוהב את השבת, אין ספק זהו יום מיוחד. מצווה גדולה בשבת להיות בשמחה, שבור ותחור, כי היא מקור הברכה. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע לאט לאט. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע. אמרתי יום שישי מגיע זהו זמן ניקיונות, כי ביום חמישי עשינו ממתקים, כן הולך להיות שבת המתאים, אז זה מתאים, אחרי שבימות החול אכלנו סרטים, נשען וננוח, נתחלבש ונלמד, וככה תעבור לה בשמחה השבת. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע לאט לאט אחי. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע. אמרתי 12 שעות בחלומות, אני אף התעוררתי בקטנה לשחרית ומוסף, עכשיו כולי מוכן, הבטן פנויה, להוריד את החמין בסעודה השנייה. אחרי זה עד מנחה אני הלכתי לישון, מצידי שיעירו אותי רק ביום ראשון, וכל מי שמבין אותי ירים את היד, מוקדש באהבה לכל שומרי השבת. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע לאט לאט. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע. כן ישנם שמנסים את השבת לשמור, אך עם כל עסקי החול לא הצליחו לגמור. כולנו עדיין עמוק בתאוות, והם לא מסוגלים בלי ללכת לעבוד, אז תתפלל עבורם שיהיו בשמחה, להם אחרי הכל מגיע יום מנוחה, להחליף את האנרגיה ולהתחדש, שבת זהו יום שכולך מתחדש. אז עזוב אותי מבבילון ושין קופרש, את כל המחשבות על הכסף מגרש, תזרוק את כל הבורסה משתנים במדד, עזוב את השטויות ומות תשמור איתי שבת. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע לאט לאט. שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, שומר שבת אמרתי שומר שבת, קח את הזמן ותרגע.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Elohim, Eloheinu, Elohim, Apatatene.
Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Glory to the Most High Jah, Rastafari, King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, light of the world, is His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie. Protect my son David as he traveled this lonely path. Steer my son far from bloody men who surround him with opinions sharp as daggers. Bless him with a vision to distinguish friends from foes. Bless his listeners with overstanding and patience. Remind the critics that all judgment belongs to thee. May the words of thy mouth and the meditation of thy heart be acceptable in thy presence, Selah.
Love, yeah.
Sabbath and a whole of meditation, station. I like me and preserve and I observe what I want in a nation, the nation. Pretty corruption moving up to a high. Amidst the righteousness I get a vine. But still I a chill cause we don't say a creation. Get this a clear indication. If the relevant authority did want you to learn, them would have put more effort from school. But it's to their advantage if the majority of them still behave like fool. All the recruits in the army of truth been intimidated by who said them rules. So the everlasting fury going to rise like the sun, and that won't be able to cool. So we say, in a tabernacle, pan a Sabbath and a whole of meditation, station. I like me and preserve and I observe what I want in a generation, the nation. The see corruption moving up to a height, and I say righteousness I get a fight. But time and I still coming up, say I creation. Fear indication, yeah. You see some money them a run down, why them for them run and some bow down. I tell me it's not make them know what I go on, you know. Yeah. So me not know if for the money them a run down, why them really go bow down judgment and them not look to the east. Tell me for the money them a run down, why them really go bow down judgment and I know them not see. And me a lot of judgment, and them not know where judgment appear from. Boy must take Rastafari here, but I'm like Job and I'm like Aaron. Man and a father Albert, man a father Abraham. Words in my mouth and the body in my right, and come to separate the good from the gun. Yes, me have to want the United Nation. One Alvarez and the one named Clinton. Here's them go bow to the Pope and station, but I see Pope, yeah, man have to spend the vacation. And God give it till I see cultivation. Now stop from intimidation, and the money them a run down. Why them really go bow down judgment and them not look to the east? Tell me for the money them a run down. Why them really go bow down judgment and I know them not see the bubble man, them a not job. Drop in me turban and me drop in me robe. Some say them a me friend, but them a too well this sword. Never see me with me burden, much less with me load. I'm Selassie, have me on the road. Then I read Zion, you don't know the road code. Them no want me drive Benz and all Lexus afford. Me suffer them now like a toad, and the money them a run down. Why them really go bow down judgment and then not look to the east? Tell me for the money them a run down. Why them really go bow down judgment and I know them no see them on idea, young see idiot. I say this to say that in the abundance of water the pool is thirsty. With the water is available but still in empty. In the abundance of food the pool is hungry. With the food in the dust fat but still in belly empty. That is what you make it to believe it or not. The wise man built his house
on top of the rock. If you go build it from this on the news are fully idiot. Some of them must take away your thinking cap. Foundation of the deep and strong. Follow the footsteps of the wise man. How you pick us up in a sinking sand. In a this world of competition. In the abundance of water the fool is thirsty. With the water is available but still in vessel empty. It's done and not that boat better must come. After all that has been said and after all that has been done, you better receive what you need and you won't get done. Cause a rat race in the world we live in. Everyone just a program to win. So what we watch how they pendulum sing. I must we take your share and you don't get a thing. The fool nah no get it in no think and take. Nah no get it in no walk up and sweat. The fool nah no get it in no stick out him neck. Nah no get it you sleeping in your brain. In the abundance of water the fool is thirsty. Get in that. Oh raga raga. Oh raga raga raga. Victory is mine. When we say oh raga raga. Yes raga raga raga. Them couldn't stop me no time. Oh raga raga. Oh raga raga raga. Victory is mine. When we say yes raga raga. Yes raga raga raga. Them couldn't stop me no time. Well them want get me out, but it's not an easy task. Them tried many times before and couldn't pay the cost. So now them a smile, but we know it's just a mask. They want till we have to, we know what's the master. But when we visualize without looking in the eyes, Mr. Me get a little stronger. It's like they hypnotize, although them criticize. Till we overcome them disaster. Oh raga raga, oh raga raga raga. Victory is mine. And we say oh raga raga, yes raga raga raga. Them couldn't stop with no time. Oh raga raga, oh raga raga raga. Victory is mine.
Oh, they really think I'm running for. Oh, they really think I'm fighting for. Oh, they really think we'll win this war. Oh, they really think I'm running for. Oh, they really think I'm fighting for. Oh, they really think we'll win this war. Hey, they know no love, and they show no love. I see they grow no love. That's why they grow no love. Well, love is the only thing they know. Oh, this is the so I tempted I go grow. Me mother, me father, all they tell me so. Hey, don't talk about got type people no blow. I can always hear this whistling like willow. Left that broad road and take the one narrow. The broad road can lead to the pain and sorrow. Blood for all and I got in a barrow. So ask them who they really think I'm working for. Who they really think I'm fighting for. Who they really think will win this war. Who they really think I'm working for. Who they really think I'm fighting for. Who they really think will win this war. Hey, they know no love, and they show no love. Hey, they grow no love. That's why they grow no love.
Keep your head up. Look how long we've been driving down road. Keep your head up. Please don't let the pressure get us down. Keep your head up. Look how long King still has the eyes set us free. Keep your head up. The love of each other is all we've got to see. There's no time for no fussing and fighting. No time for dispute about dancing. Time to purify this calling. King still has the is warning. Oppression has divided us, my brother. Look what's happening to our sisters and brothers. Babylon led them astray, but we're confident in our victory one day. Rasta, keep your head up. Look how long we've been trying down road. Keep your head up. Please don't let the pressure get us down. Keep your head up. Look how long King still has the eyes set us free. Keep your head up. The love of each other is all we've got to see.
We know I know what's left, just give me where we get. Again, no use gonna start the war. We know I know here stay on the way. Already know who we are. Know your deeds are your evidence. Never depart from your conscience. Lead your soul today is for tomorrow. Lord, get yourself on a program. A little love will be a slogan.
high. Where I'm from, you can't deny. A shareholder of the universe. Ja, ja, ja. We are brothers. Do you remember? All in this thing together. Working for the common goal. Working for that gold. Oh man, where is your dignity? Oh, when you'll find your identity. To take your brother's own, it's not written in stone. No, no. Oh man, where is humility? When will you find honesty? Choose the good within, don't lose your soul. No, no.
Psalm 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Lord, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing, to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Hear, O Israel, 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 Israel.
Shema Yisrael, 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 Yisrael.
The Lord our God, 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 God.
Adonai Elohenu, 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 Elohenu.
Is one Lord, 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 Lord.
Adonai Echad, 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 Adonai Echad.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house, and on thy gates, my 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 gates. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give you the rain of your land in his due season. the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thine oil. And I will send grass in thy fields for thy cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. Take heed to yourselves, that your heart be not deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. And then the Lord's wrath be kindled against you, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, and lest ye perish quickly from off the good land which the Lord giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. And ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children, in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth, 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 upon the earth. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a riband of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God, O 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 God.
Everybody just around complicated, but Israel don't have it already. Man a time see you get ready, cause everybody don't know Jaja already. We're coming to take it. Boy, 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 boy. Ethiopia land is best of all. Repatriate and make we take it all. No land for you and I, man. Work hard and make we do it in a yard. We're coming to take it. Here I come. Oh, oh, oh. Here I come. See the people coming. When we go there, we now run. Jaja knows that we are fit. When we go there, we now run. Jaja knows that we are fit. Africa have some real nice people. When you reach there, I know you will see it. Enough land for you and I, man. Work hard and make we do it in a yard. Africa war. We now run left it. Here I come. Boy, 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 boy. Africa war. Here I come. Here is how we gonna take it. Take a track up to North Africa. Then we move down to South Africa. Make a move over West Africa. And then we end up in Ethiopia, man. Africa, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here I come. We're coming to take it. Africa, hold on strong. Here I come. See the Israelites, them coming. When we go there, we now run. Jaja knows that we are thinking. Never run when we go there, we now run. Jaja knows that we are so Africa. Here I come. Here I come. I'm coming.
Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Love and hate can never be friends, oh no. Love and hate can never be friends, oh no. Oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there comes a day when you'll be free by the Father's hand. Leave a fruit children. Oh yeah. Leave a pastor children. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I that trust in Selassie shall be as Mount Sinai, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Ethiopia, highly I Selassie is wrong I now, even forever and ever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of I, lest I put forth thy hands and out equity. Do good unto I Selassie that trod in thy way and upright in heart. But them that turn aside unto crooked ways, Selassie shall dash them forth unto workers of equity. But I that love Selassie shall live forever and ever.
አባታችን ሆይ በሰማይ የምትኖር ስምህ ይቀደስ፣ መንግሥት ትምጣ፣ ፈቃድ በሰማይ እንደሆነች እንዲሁም በምድር ትሁን። የዕለት እንጀራችንን ስጠን ዛሬ፣ በደላችንን ይቅር በለን እኛም የበደሉንን ሁሉ ይቅር እንደምንል፣ ወደ ፈተናም አታግባን ከክፉ ሁሉ አድነን እንጂ መንግሥት ያንተ ናትና ኃይል፣ ክብር፣ ምስጋና ለዘላለሙ አሜን። እመቤቴ ማርያም ሆይ በመልአኩ በቅዱስ ገብርኤል ሰላምታ ሰላም እልሻለሁ። በሐሳብሽ ድንግል ነሽ፣ በሥጋሽም ድንግል ነሽ። የአሸናፊ እግዚአብሔር እናት ሆይ ለአንቺ ሰላምታ ይገባል። ከሴቶች ሁሉ ተለይተሽ አንቺ የተባረክሽ ነሽ። የማኅፀንሽም ፍሬ ጌታ ኢየሱስ ክርስቶስ የተባረከ ነው። ጸጋ የተመላሽ ሆይ ደስ ይበልሽ፣ እግዚአብሔር ከአንቺ ጋር ነውና ከተወደደው ልጅሽ ከጌታችን ከመድኃኒታችን ከኢየሱስ ክርስቶስ ዘንድ ይቅርታ ለምኝልን ኃጢአታችንን ያስተሰርይልን ዘንድ ለዘለዓለሙ አሜን። እግዚኦ ማረና ክርስቶስ። በስመ አብ ወልድ ወመንፈስ ቅዱስ። በስመ አብ ወልድ ወመንፈስ ቅዱስ። በስመ አብ ወልድ ወመንፈስ ቅዱስ አሃዱ አምላክ አሜን።
מזמור קכ"ה שיר המעלות, 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 המעלות.
They that trust in the Lord
הבוטחים באדוני, 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 באדוני.
shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion,
כהר ציון, הר ציון, הר ציון, הר ציון, הר
which cannot be removed, but abideth, for it 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 abideth.
כהר ציון לא ימות לעולם ישב, לעולם, 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 לעולם.
They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, 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 They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, forever. Forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, from henceforth, even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, even of the righteous, even for the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, 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 upon the lot.
כי לא ינוח שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע.
Lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity.
על גורל הצדיקים, 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 הצדיקים. היטיבה אדוני לטובים, 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 לטובים.
Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good, that be. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, right in their hearts, right. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace.
Shalom al Yisrael, 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 Yisrael.
Shall be upon Israel, shall be upon Israel, but peace upon his, but peace shall be upon his, 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 shall be upon his.
Can we hear that in Amharic? Yes,
መዝሙር 124 በቅንፍ 120 የማዕረግ መዝሙር በእግዚአብሔር የታመኑ እንደማይታወክ ለዘላለም እንደሚኖር እንደ ጽዮን ተራራ ናቸው። ተራሮች 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 መዝሙር መዝሙር 124 በቅንፍ 120 የማዕረግ መዝሙር በእግዚአብሔር የታመኑ እንደማይታወክ ለዘላለም እንደሚኖር እንደ ጽዮን ተራራ ናቸው። ተራሮች በኢየሩሳሌም ዙሪያ እንደሆኑ ከዛሬ ጀምሮ ለዘላለም እግዚአብሔር በሕዝቡ ዙሪያ ነው። ጻድቃን እጃቸውን ወደ ክፋት እንዳይዘረጉ የኃጥአን በትር በጻድቃን ዕጣ ላይ አይኖርም። አቤቱ ለቸሮች ልባቸውም ለቀና መልካምን አድርግ። ወደ ጠማማነት የሚመለሱትን ግን አመፅን ከሚሰሩ ጋር እግዚአብሔር ይወስዳቸው። ሰላም በእስራኤል ላይ
I that trust in Selassie shall be as Mount Sinai, which can be removed but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Ethiopia, highly I Selassie is wrong I now, even forever and ever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of I, lest I put forth thy hands and out of guilty. Do good unto I Selassie that trod in the highway and upright in heart. Them that turn aside unto his wicked ways, Selassie shall dash them forth unto walk about the city. But I that love Selassie shall live forever and ever.
Psalm 125. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, 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 They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, forever, forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, from henceforth, even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, even for righteous, even for the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good, that be. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, right in their hearts, right. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace shall be upon Israel, shall be upon Israel, but peace upon Israel, but peace shall be upon Israel, 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 shall be upon Israel.
Teach me, teacher. Teach high and I am a teacher.
Sima, here. Salam to Tonite Sterling. Today's daily psalm, according to the Royal Order of Ethiopian Hebrews, and hereafter the Order of Melchizedek, from the Mezmor Dawit, from the Psalms of David, and here, from the Parallel Bible version containing in one volume both the 1611 AD, the English KJV, and the Ethiopian King of Kings 1961 AD Amharic text. Originally published by Moa on Besazem Negeda Yehuda, Lion of Judah, has prevailed. Gormawi Karmawi, Haile Selassie, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, Yume Gziavihir, the elect of Gziavihir, Negusa Neges Ze Ethiopia. Here, from the HIM, His Imperial Majesty Bible, the authorized, revised 1961 version, KJV, side by side. Here for today's daily psalm, Mezmore Dawit, Meto Haya Arat Bekinfwist, Meto Haya Amist. Psalm 125. Me'arig Mezmor. Psalm of degrees, a song of ascents. Me'arig Mezmor. And here we have the theme, Egziavihar Yemitamenu Betin Yitabkal. Those they who Yemitamenu Bet. Tamen, Ras, Tamen, Yemitamenu Betin, Egziavihar, Yemitamenu Betin, Yitabkal. Those who trust in Egziavihar, in the sustainer, the good, the generous, the open-handed arm, Egziavihar, Yemitamenu Betin, Yitabkal. Those who trust in Egziavihar are protected, are protected, guidance and protection. This psalm in the Hebrew from the Sefer Tehillim is themed security in God, security in Elohim. So here, we have Mezmore Dawit, Psalms of David, Meto Haya Arat, Bekinfwist, in the parenthesis, Meto Haya Amist. So we have Psalm 124 in the ancient numbering, but Bekinfwist in the parentheses, Meto Haya Amist, corresponding with the latter numbering, today's daily psalm, Psalm 125, Egziavihar Yemitamenu Betin Yitabkal. Those who trust in Egziavihar are protected. Ma'arig Mezmor, a song of degrees, a song of ascents. Ma'arig Mezmor. Now, some see these psalms, as I do, as the pilgrim psalms, the psalm of ascents, the psalm of degrees, as we have in the Hebrew, the Shir Ha-Ma'ilot, Shir Ha-Ma'ilot, for the Aliyah, Ma'arig, the going up, the ascension psalm, the psalms of degrees. And here. Besem Ab, Wewelid, Wemenfes Kedus, Ahadu Amlak, and name the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, the one source. Kuter And. Verse 1. Be'egziaviher, Yemiya Tamenu, Indamaya Taweka Lezalalem, and the Minorinda Sion Terara Nacho. They that trust in Egziaviher, they that trust in the sustainer, the good, the excellent, generous Ab, Be'egziaviher, Yetamenu. In the my taweka lezalalem in the minorin the Sion terara nacho. They that trust in Egziaviher shall be as Mount Zion in the Sion terara, cannot be removed, abideth forever, forever. Be Egziaviher yetamenu in the my tawek lezalalem in the minor in the Sion terara nacho. Kuter Hulet, verse 2. Taroch be Jerusalem Azuria in the Honu. Kazare Jamro Lezalem Egziaviher be Hizvu Zuriano. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so Egziaviher, sustaining the good, generous, open-handed Father, is round about his people, from henceforth here forward, even forever. Taroch, mountains, Be Jerusalem, Zoria, round Jerusalem, in the Honu as they be. Taroch, Be Jerusalem, Zoria, in the Honu. Kazare Jemro, from today, starting from today, Kazare Jemro, Lezalalem, for Iva, Egziaviher, the sustainer. Be Hizbu, Zoriano, is round about Hizbu, his people. Kuter source, verse 3. Sadikan Jachwin and Kafat and Daizaregu, Yehatiana better bet Sadikan italai Inorim. For the rod of the wicked, of the ratchet, shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands to iniquity. Sadikan, righteous ones, Sadikan, it shall win their hands, whether towards Kafat, towards evil, and Daizaregu, so that they do not stretch forth their hands to evil. Yechatiana, better of the uckers, of the wicked, the sinner. Yechatiana, better the rod of the sinner. Bet Sadikan, it lie upon the lot of the righteous. Ainorim will not rest. For the rod of the wicked, the righteous, shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, unless the righteous put forth their hands to iniquity. Tzadikane jachwina wada kafat and Daizaregu, Yechatiana beter, bet tzadikane alai ainorim. Kuter arat, verse 4. Avetu, lecherocha lebachwima lekena melkamin adrig. Do good. Abetu, I father, his father, O Ab of the house. Abetu, lecherocha lebachuim lekena melkamin adrig. Do good, Abetu, to those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. Abetu, lecheroch, those who are good, those who are generous. Lecheroch lebachuim, and their hearts lekena, and their hearts upright. Lebachuim lekena, melkamin adrig, do melkamin adrig, do good, melkamin adrig. Abetu lecharoch lebachuim lekena, melkamin adrig. Kuter amist, verse 5. Wedet amamaneta yamiya melesutin nagin. Ametana kamiya sarut gar Egziaviher yewestachwal. Salam the Israel la yehun. As for such as turn aside to their crooked ways, Egziaviher, sustainer, the good, generous, open-handed Ab, Father, Egziaviher shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace, salam, shall be upon Israel. Wedet amamanet, wedet towards amamanet, crookedness. Yemiya melesutin, those who turn gin, however, ametzah, rebellion. Amitzan, rebellion. Kamiya Sarut Gar, with those who do Amitzah, rebellion, lawlessness. Amitzana Kami Sarut Gar. Exavier, Stena, Exavier, you West Actual. Exavier will take them. Exavier will take them. Will take those who, but Exavier will take those who return to crookedness with the workers of rebellion, with the rebellious workers. Salam, peace, salam, be Israel lai Yehun, peace, be Israel lai Yehun, peace upon Israel, be Israel lai Yehun, let it be. Wadet amaman temimele sutin Amitzan Kamisarut Gar, Exavier Yuestachual, Salam Israel La Yehun. Mezmure Dawit, Meto Haya Arat, Bekentwist Meto Haya Mis, Yem Arig Mezmur, Ve Exavier Yetamenu, in the my Tawek Lazalem de Minor, in the Ion Nacho. Taro Chabe Jerusalem Zuria Indohonu, Kazare Jamrol Islam Exavier, Behizvu Zuriano, Sadik Ana Jachuina Wadikafat and Izaregu, Yahatiana Beterebet Sadik Italai Inorim, Avetu, Lecheroch, Lebachuim Lekena, Melkamin Adrig. Wadet Mamaneta Yami Melesutingin, Amet Ana Kamisa Rutgar, Exavier Yuestachual. Salam, be Israel la Yehun, 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 Yehun.
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, O children of Israel, O children of Israel? Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians? Are ye not as children of the children of the Ethiopians? Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord?
I that trust in Selassie shall be as Mount Sinai, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Ethiopia, highly I Selassie is wrong I now, even forever and ever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of I, lest I put forth thy hands unto iniquity. Do good unto I Selassie that trod in thy way and upright in heart. But them that turn aside unto the crooked ways, Selassie shall dash them forth unto workers of iniquity. But I that love Selassie, I shall live forever and ever.
Psalm 125.
מזמור קכ"ה שיר המעלות, 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 המעלות.
They that trust in the Lord
הבוטחים באדוני, 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 באדוני.
shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion,
כהר ציון, הר ציון, הר ציון, הר ציון,
which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth.
כהר ציון לא ימות לעולם ישב, לעולם, 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 לעולם.
They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, 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 Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, forever, forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem. Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, even henceforth, even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, even of the righteous, even for the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. 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 Upon the lot.
כי לא ינוח שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע, שבט הרשע.
Lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity, unto iniquity.
על גורל הצדיקים, 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 הצדיקים. היטיבה אדוני לטובים, 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 לטובים.
Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good, that be. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, right in their hearts, right. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, crooked ways. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace.
Shalom al Israel, 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 Israel.
Shall be upon Israel, shall be upon Israel, but peace upon Israel, but peace shall be upon Israel, 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 shall be upon.
I that trust in Selassie shall be as Mount Sinai, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Ethiopia, highly I Selassie is wrong I now, even forever and ever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of I, lest I put forth thy hands and out it with thee. Do good unto I, Selassie, that trod in thy way and upright in heart. But them that turn aside unto crooked ways, Selassie shall dash them forth unto workers of iniquity. But I that love Selassie shall live forever and ever.
My Hebrew boy, everything takes time.
Psalm 125. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth.
מזמור קכ"ה, שיר המעלות. הבוטחים באדוני, בהר ציון לא ימות, לעולם ישב. ירושלים הרים סביב לה, ואדוני סביב לעמו, מעתה ועד עולם. כי לא ינוח שבט הרשע על גורל הצדיקים, למען לא ישלחו הצדיקים בעוולתה ידיהם. היטיבה אדוני לטובים ולישרים בליבותם, והמתים עקלקלותם, יוליכם אדוני את פועלי האבן, שלום על ישראל.
Psalm 125. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion, as Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, 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 Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, removed forever, but abideth forever, abideth forever, abideth. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, forever. Forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem, about Jerusalem. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth, even forever, even forever, even forever, even henceforth, even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, even of the righteous, even for the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the righteous, on the lot of the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, that be good, that be good, that be. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, right in their hearts, right. For such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, as for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, as for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace shall be upon Israel, shall be upon Israel, but peace upon Israel, but peace shall be upon Israel, 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 shall be upon Israel.
When I say more, you say fire! More! Fire! More! Fire! Yeah, man.
Wise, lush, perfect, blessed, Messiah.
Mizmor Kof, Kaf, Hey. Psalm 125. Here. Today's psalm, according to the royal order of the Ethiopian Hebrews. And here, after the order of Malachi, Tzedek, Melchizedek. Today's psalm, Mizmor Kof, Kaf, Hey. Psalm 125. Mizmor Kof, Kaf, Hey. Psalm 125. Here. A midrash, a study on today's psalm. Psalm CXXV, Mizmor Kof, Kaf, Hey. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. Here, the Aleph verse. Shir HaMa'ilot, a song of degrees, a song of going ups. Shir HaMa'ilot. Ha bot achim ba'Yahuwah, kahar Zion lo yimot, le'olam yesheb. They that trust in Yahuwah, in Jehovah, shall be as Mount Zion. Habotachim, those who have confidence. Batach, confidence, confidence. Habotachim by Yahuwah, the trusters, those who are confident, who are confident. Habotachim by Yahuwah, in Jehovah, and he who he be. Ke har Zion, ke as har Mount Zion. Lo yimot, not removed, not shaken, lo yimot, not moved. Le olam yesheb, but abideth, but is seateth, abideth, yesheb, le olam, forever, le olam yesheb. Habotachim ba'Yahuwah, kahal Zion, lo yimot, le olam yesheb. Rav Yochanan taught, from the day that ha-hekal, the temple was destroyed, it was decreed that the houses of righteous men, of the tzaddikim, should also be destroyed, should also be destroyed. As it is said even in Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 9, in mine ears, said the Lord of hosts, of a truth many houses of the great and fear shall be desolate, without inhabitant. Hear, from the prophet Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 9. In mine ears, saith Yahuwah Tzebaot, he who be of hosts of armies, of a truth many houses of the great and fear shall be desolate, without inhabitant. Be'aznai Yahuwah Tzebaot, im lo batim rabim lit shamma yihyu, gedolim witobim me'ain yosheb. In mine ears, Be'aznai, in my ears, Be'aznai Yahuwah Tzebaot, he who he be of hosts. Im lo batim, if not batim, houses, rabim, many, lit shamma yehiyu, shall be desolate, lit shamma. Of a truth, here, im lo, if not, a form of emphatic affirmation. Im lo, batim, rabim, lishama yehyu. If not, many houses shall be desolate. Im lo, batim, rabim, lishama yehyu. Gedolim with obim, Gedolim, great ones, with Obim, and good ones. Gedolim with Obim, may Ain, Yosheb, may from Ain without Yosheb, inhabitant, Sita, dweller, inhabitant. Here, Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 9. Be'aznai Yehovah Tzebaot, Imlo, Batim, Rabim, Lit Shama, Yishu, Gedolim with Obim, Mein, Yosheb. Rav Yochanan added, however, Hakadosh, the Holy One, Baruch Hu, blessed be He, will restore their houses, as is said, a song of ascents. They that trust in Yahweh in Jehovah shall be as Mount Zion, Mount Zion, that cannot be removed, but abideth forever, that abideth forever. Shir ha-ma'ilot, habot echim ba-Yahweh, kehar Zion, lo yimot, le'olam yesheb. That is, as Hakadosh, the Holy One, the sanctified, the set-apart one, Baruch Hu, blessed be He, will restore Har Zion, Mount Zion. So, Hakadosh, Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He, will restore the houses of Tzadikim, the houses of righteous men. For the rod of the wicked, of the righteous, shall not rest upon the house of the righteous. Here, today's Psalm 125, here the Gimel, the Gamel, the third verse. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Ki lo yanuach shebet haresha. Ki lo yanuach shebet haresha al gorala hatzadikim. For the rod of wickedness, of righteousness. Ki lo yanuach shebet haresha shall not rest. Ki lo yanuach shevet ha-resha al goral hatzadikim, up on the lot al goral of the righteous hatzadikim. Reish Lakish taught, a man is wedded to the kind of woman, he deserves, and thus it is said of a wicked woman, a ratchet woman, the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Ki lo yanuach shevet haresha al goral hatzadikim. Rav Yochanan taught, since it is said of Rebecca, according to Bereshith, Genesis chapter 24, verse 16, and the damsel was a virgin. Wehane'era tovata mare meoda betulla weish loa yedaah wa teredaha awana wata male kadah wa ta'al. Full verse, and the damsel was very fair, very beautiful to look up on, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the fountain and filled her pitcher and came up. And the damsel was a virgin. Betula. Is it not all too clear that no man had known her? Is it not all too clear? Neither had any man known her. The intention of these words, however, is to prove that no man had even approached her with a ratchet thought, as is proved by the verse, even here in today's Psalm, Mizmor Kof Kaf Hey. Ki lo yanuach sheveta ha-resha al goral ha-tzadikim. The rod of the wicked, of the ratchet, of the defiant, shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Ki lo yanuach sheveta ha-resha al goral ha-tzadikim. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Here, today's Psalm 125, he breaks with the third verse. Ki lo yanuach sheveta ha-resha al goral ha-tzadikim. Rab Abba Bar Kahana taught, the ratchet, ha-resha, the ratchet, the wicked, the defiant, finds no restful pleasure in the company of ha-tzadikim, of the tzadikim, the righteous ones, but only in the company of ha-rasha, ha-risha'im, only of the defiant ones, the ratchet, the wicked. Minyani, and the proof, the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Ki lo yanuach sheveta ha-resha al goral ha-tzadikim. Another comment, by the rod of the wicked, by the words, the rod of the wicked, Shebet ha-resha, Shebet ha-resha, the rod of the wicked is meant Potiphar's wife, Potiphar's Isha or Set, Potiphar's wife, and by the lot of the righteous, and by Goral HaTzadikim, Goral HaTzadikim, the lot, the Goral HaTzadikim of the righteous is meant the lot of Yosef, of Yehosef, Joseph. Do good, O Lord, to the good. Hear today's psalm, the Dalet, the 4th verse. Do good, O Lord, to the good. Heitiva Yahuwah lat obim. Do good. Heitiva Yahuwah, O he who be lat obim. To the obim, to the good. Heitiva Yahuwah lat obim. The verse means that the good man will come and receive on behalf of the good something good from the all good. Something good from Hakol Tob, from the all good, from Hakol Tob. Quote, the good man will come, end quote. That is Moshe, that is Moses will come. For it is said, even in Shemot, even in Exodus chapter 2, verse 2, she saw him, that he was a goodly child. She saw him, that he was a goodly child. Watere oto kitov hu. And when she saw him, he was a goodly child. Watere oto, and she saw him. Watere oto, and she saw him. Ki tov hu, for good he. Ki tov hu, for good he. For he was good. Watere oto ki tov hu. Hakol Tob, the all good. Hakol, the all Tob. Hakol Tob. The all good is Hakadosh Baruch Hu, is the Holy One. Blessed be He. For it is said, even in Psalm 145, Hebraically the 9th verse, the Lord is good to all. Tob, Yahuwah, Lakol. He who be, Yahuwah, Jehovah is good to all. Tobi Yehovah Lakol, Hakol, Tob, the all good is Hakadosh Baruch Hu. For it is said, even in Mizmor Kof Mem Hey, Kof Mem Hey, in Psalm 145, the 8th verse, Tob Yehovah Lakol, Jehovah is good to all. Will receive something good. Will receive something good, that is HaTorah, that is the Torah. Of that, it is said even in Mishlei Shlomo, the Proverbs of Solomon, the Mashal, Proverbs 4 and 2. For I give you good doctrine. For I give you good doctrine. Ki lekach tov, natati lakem. For I give y'all, natati lakem. I give you all, y'all, good doctrine. I give y'all good. Ki lekach tov, natati lakem. Quote, on behalf of the good, end quote. On behalf of the good, that is, on behalf of the Bnei Yisrael, on behalf of the sons of Israel, the children of Israel, on behalf of the Israelites, of whom it is said, do good, O Yahweh, O Jehovah, to the good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. Heitivah Yahweh lat ovim, we'li sharim be'libotam. do good. Hey Tibah, Yahweh, oh he who be la Tobim, to the Tobim, to the good ones. We're Lisharim, and for the Yisharim, the upright, we're Lisharim, Be Libotam, and the upright, Be in Libotam, in their hearts. Hey Tibah, Yahweh la Tobim, we're Lisharim, Be Libotam. Because Scripture says, do good, O Jehovah, to the good. Heitibah, Yahweh, lat obim. It might be supposed that Yahweh, that Jehovah, is good to all who do good things, do good things. And therefore, the verse adds good to them that are upright in their hearts. The verse adds, lat obim, with Lisharim, Be Libotam, Latovim, Lisharim, Be Libotam. And here, a Midrash note. And here, the Midrash note, a Midrash reference to the Midrash on Psalm 1, the 20th section, 1.20, and to Psalm 4, the 4th Psalm, the Midrash notes on the 4th Psalm, the 5th Perek, the 5th section, Psalm, the Midrash to Psalm 4.5. So here, in reference to good, the verse adding good to them that are upright in their hearts, refer to the Midrash on Psalm 1.20 and Psalm 4.5. But as for those who note turning aside to crooked ways, Yahweh Jehovah will lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Here today's Psalm, Mizmor Kof Kaf Hey, Psalm 125. Here, the Hey verse, the 5th verse. But as for those who note a turning aside to crooked ways, we hamatim ikalak alotam, we hamatim ikalak alotam. But as for those who note a turning aside to crooked ways, and here, Midrash note, the JV, the Yehudi version reads, but as for such as turn aside to crooked ways. But here in the Midrash, but as for those who note a turning aside to crooked ways, Yahweh Jehovah will lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Where hamatim ikalotama yolechem Yahweh eta po'eleya ha'awen. But as for such as turn aside who note turning aside to crooked ways, where hamatim ikalak allotam Yahweh Jehovah, he who he be will lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Yolikem Yahweh eta po'eleya ha'avin. Rav Yehoshua ben Lewi, Joshua ben Levi taught, any man who gossips about a lapse of the disciples ha-talmudim, of the wise, will fall into Gehenna, Hebrew hell. For it is said, but as for those who note a turning aside to crooked ways, Yahweh Jehovah will lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Rav Yehoshua ben Lewi, Joshua ben Levi, he taught that any man who gossips about a lapse of the disciples of the wise, of the Talmudim, of the Hakam, will fall into Gehenna, Gehinnom, to Hebrew hell. For it is said, Wehamatim ikalak allotama, yolekem Yahweh, eta po'eleya ha'aren. Shalom al Yisrael, peace be upon Israel. Shalom al Yisrael, peace, shalom all upon Yisrael, upon the Sar of El, the Prince of the Almighty, Yasharel, the upright of the Almighty Yisrael, the man who sees the true good, the true God, the Almighty eye. Shalom al Yisrael. The verse concludes, peace be upon Israel. The verse concludes, but even when there will be peace upon Yisrael, Shalom al Yisrael, nevertheless, Yahweh Jehovah will lead them away with the workers of iniquity. Yolikem, Yahuwah, eta po'elei ha'aven, ha'aven, the workers of po'elei ha'aven, po'elei ha'aven. It was taught in the school of Rav Ishmael. If you see a Talmud, a disciple of the Hakam, of the wise, commit a sin, commit a chet, a sin, during the night, do not think ill of him during the day, for he may have repented. You say, quote, he may have repented, end quote. What you should say is, quote, he surely repented. This trust applies to ha-teshuvah, the teshuvah, the repentance of the disciple, the Talmud of the wise, for his bodily sins, his bodily akris, but does not apply to sins, to akris, to forfeitures that concern money, until he returns the money to its rightful owner.
I that trust in Selassie shall be as Mount Sinai, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Ethiopia, highly I Selassie is wrong I now, even forever and ever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of I, lest I put forth thy hands and out it with thee. Do good unto I Selassie that trod in the highway and upright in heart. For them that turn aside unto the crooked ways, Selassie shall dash them forth unto the workers of iniquity. But I that love Selassie, I shall live forever and ever.
His foundation is in the whole of mountain. Jah loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things have been spoken of the O city of God. I'll make mention to Rahab and Babylon to them that know I. With the old Philistine Tyre, with Ethiopia, it shall be said that this man was born there. And the highest himself shall establish the earth. Jah Rastafari.
So that lo yishalchu hatzadikim, the righteous. The rod of wickedness, the shevet, resha, the shevet, the rod, the scepter, the staff, the shevet ha-resha, wickedness, the scepter of ratchetness, foreign domination, which is characterized by injustice, no justice, not I justice. It's the scepter of the wicked. It's the rod of ratchetness. Shevet ha-resha, foreign so-called law, foreign justice, foreign domination, shall not rest upon the lot al-goral ha-tzadikim, the lot of the tzadikim, the righteous, that so that the righteous put not, stretch forth not, send forth not. The idea implies their hands to iniquity. Lima'an lo yishalechu ha-tzadikim, put not forth their hands. Long continued rule by the Gentiles, the heathen, the nations, heathen governors, might induce at least some of the Israelites, once lost now found, black and brown too, lose their emunah, their imnet, the hymenot, the true and the living faith, lose their faith, and in despair to throw in their lot, so to speak, to throw in their towel, so to speak, with the downpresser man, by abandoning their ancestral faith and the true hymenot, the ancestral religion, the true faith of the King of Kings Christ. And this is what we find among the lost sheep, or the Beit of Yisrael, in these, the latter days and times of the Gentiles. But bringing us to the Dalet, the fourth verse. Do good, do good, do good. Do good, do good, do good.
we have this verse here, just to get into this verse once again, the third verse, that the righteous put not forth, that they don't sin, right? The righteous, bi'awlata, yidehem, bi'awlata, to iniquity, to perversity, to joining with the down pressing their shitstem and turning their backs on their heritage and who they truly be. In other words, for them to lose their souls. So the righteous don't put forth their hands to iniquity. Don't.
Psalm 125. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon his way.
መዝሙር 124 በቅንፍ 125 የማዕረግ መዝሙር። በእግዚአብሔር የታመኑ እንደማይታወክ ለዘላለም እንደሚኖር እንደ ጽዮን ተራራ ናቸው። ተራሮች በኢየሩሳሌም ዙሪያ እንደሆኑ ከዛሬ ጀምሮ ለዘላለም እግዚአብሔር በሕዝቡ ዙሪያ ነው። ጻድቃን እጃቸውን ወደ ክፋት እንዳይዘረጉ የኃጥአን በትር በጻድቃን ዕጣ ላይ አይኖርም። አቤቱ ለቸሮች ልባቸውም ለቀና መልካምን አድርግ። ወደ ጠማማነት የሚመለሱትን ግን አመፅን ከሚሰሩ ጋር እግዚአብሔር ይወስዳቸዋል። ሰላም በእስራኤል ላይ ይሁን።
מזמור קכ"ה שיר המעלות הבוטחים ביהוה כהר ציון לא ימות לעולם ישב ירושלים הרים סובבה לה ויהוה סביבה לעמו מעתה ועד עולם כי ינוח שבט הרשע על גורל הצדיקים למען לא ישלחו הצדיקים בעוולתה ידיהם היטיבה יהוה לטובים ולישרים בליבותם והמתאים קלקלותם יולכם יהוה את פועלי האבן שלום על ישראל.
Psalm 125. Psalm 125. Psalm 125. Psalm 125. They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abideth forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord is round about his people from henceforth even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon his way.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
Barku et Yahweh Hambarak. Barku et Adonai Hambarak. Bless Adonai, who is blessed. Baruch Adonai Hambarak Le'olam Wa'ad. Blessed is Adonai, who is blessed now and forever, now and forever. Baruch Adonai Hambarak Le'olam Wa'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim U'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Blessed is Adonai, who is blessed now and forever and forever. Blessed art thee, I, Adonai, I and I, Elohim, sovereign of the universe, King of the universe, eternal King, who has chosen I and I from among the peoples and given us the Torah, Ha-Torah, Torato, his Torah. Blessed be the I, Adonai, who gives Ha-Torah.
Blessings of the Torah before the Torah portion reading in the Hebrew and English tongue. Baraku et Yahweh Hambarak. Baruch Yahweh Hambarak Leolam Vayed. Baruch Atah Yahweh Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bekarbenu Mebal HaMayim Venutan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Yahweh Noten HaTorah. Bless Yahweh, the Blessed One. Blessed is Yahweh, the Blessed One, for all eternity. Blessed are you, Yahweh, our Almighty, King of the universe, who selected us from all the peoples and gave us his Torah. Blessed are you, Yahweh, giver of the Torah.
Jah is I light, and I be a testament to the light that shineth through the night. Humble lion, and I have to forward and reach a Mount Zion. To be following the light of the Lamb and the Lion, the most holy one, the Father and the Son. Read it in the Old and the New Testament. Me I tell you to read up your Bible. Jah is I light, and I be a testament to the light that shineth through the night. Humble lion, and I have to forward and reach a Mount Zion. To be following the light of the Lamb and the Lion, the most holy one, the Father and the Son. Read it in the Old and the New Testament. Me I tell you to read up your Bible. How would me say, read up your Bible. And Jah people live like Jah disciple. And Jah people live like Jah disciple. How would me say, read up your Bible.
Shem Ha'av Wa'Habein Ruach HaKadosh. Glory be to the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Glory be. Glory be. We're going to ride up here for this portion. Sabbatical study, this I Rastafari sabbatical study for this Shabbat strong.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad.
Here, give ear and here. The Rishon Aliyah, the first Aliyah, the first offering up for this Shabbat Wa'etchana'n, for this Sabbath I besought. Shabbat Wa'etchana'n. Shema Yisrael. Here, give ear and here. The Rishon Aliyah, the first Aliyah, the first offering up for this Shabbat Wa'etchana'n, for this Sabbath I besought. Shabbat Wa'etchana'n. Here, picking up the fifth book of Moshe, the Hebrew book that is called Deuteronomy. Sefer Devarim, Sefer HaDevarim. Here, Deuteronomy chapter 3, picking up with verse 23 for this 45th sabbatical study here for this Shabbat strong. And here, Shema Yisrael, Rastafari Hoy, Shema. Here, give ear. For the Rishon, the first Aliyah, the first up offering, and Nafora, for this Shabbat Wa'etchana'n, Sendet Elemenhu. Here picking up with Deuteronomy chapter 3 at verse 23, the Hebrew first words, and here for the Rishon Aliyah, the first Aliyah. Wa'etchana'n Eliyahu ba'eta hahi lemor Adonai Yahuwah hata hachilota lehareota eta adeka eta gadleka ve'eta yadeka hachzaka asher mi el bashamayim uba'aretz asher ya'aseh k'ma'aseka ve'kia geburoteka. And I besought Wa'etchana'n, and I begged, I pleaded Wa'etchana'n. I had previously prayed Wa'etchana'n Eliyahu ba'et hahi lemor, and I besought Yahweh Jehovah at that time, at that hour, lemor, saying, Adonai Yahweh, Adonai Jehovah, thou hast begun to shew thy servant thy greatness. Adonai ata hachilota lihareota eta abdeka eta gadleka, and thy mighty hand with eta yadeka hachzaka. For what what true good, true God, what is there in heaven or in earth? Asher mi bashamayim ba'aretz, that can do according to thy, the eye, works. Asher ya'isek ma'iseka, and according to thy might. Wikia geburoteka, I pray the eye. Make I go over and see the good land that is beyond Yarden, Jordan, that goodly mountain and Lebanon. But Yahweh Jehovah was wroth, was wrathed with me, with I, for your sakes, and would not hear me. Would not hear I, and Yahweh Jehovah said to I, make it suffice thee, I. Speak no more to me, to I, of this matter. Get thee up, Olive, into the top of Pisgah, and lift up thine eyes westward, and northward, and southward, and eastward, and behold it with thine eyes. For thou shalt not go over this Yarden, this Jordan, but charge Yehoshua, Joshua, Yasu, and encourage him and strengthen him, for he shall go over before this people, and he shall cause them to inherit the land which thou shalt see. So we abode in the valley over against Beth Peor. Shema Yisrael, here. Fifth book of Moshe, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 4. Here, Deuteronomy chapter 4, the new generation taught the lessons of Sinai. The new generation taught the lessons of Sinai. Here, fifth book of Moses, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 4. Now, therefore, hearken, O Israel, to the statutes and to the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye y'all may live, and go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah, the Elohim of your fathers, Yahweh Elohim Abotekem, giveth you. Ye y'all shall not add to the word which I command you, neither shall ye y'all diminish aught from it, that ye y'all may keep the commandments of Yahweh Jehovah Elohim, your Elohim, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what Jehovah did because of Baal Peor, for all the men that followed Baal Peor, Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah, the I Elohim, hath destroyed them from among you. But ye y'all did cleave to Yahweh Elohim, to Jehovah, the I them Elohim, are alive, every one of you this day. And hear, Shema Yisrael, give ear and hear, for the Sheni, Aliyah, the second Aliyah up offering up anaphora here for this Shabbat Waetchannah, for this Sendet Lemenhu, this Sabbath I beseech. Here, picking up with the fifth book of Moshe, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 4. Here, Shema, give ear. Deuteronomy chapter 4, here at verse 5, for the Sheni Aliyah, for the second up offering up. Re'ei liyamadati etkem chukim u'amishapatim ka'asher Tziyawani Yahweh Elohai la Isota Kena Bik'are Haaretz Asheratem Ba'im Shama Le Rishataha. behold, see, seen, re, see, seen, behold, re, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh El-Hai, as Jehovah, my Elohim, commanded I, that y'all should do so in the land whither, where y'all go to possess it, to possess her. Keep therefore and do, for this is your wisdom and your understanding, your understanding in the sight of the nations, the Goyim, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great? Who has the true good, the true God, so nigh, so near to them, as Yahweh Eloheinu, as Jehovah, I Elohim is, in all things that we, I call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, this Torah, direction, instruction, which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul, thy psyche diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them, thy sons and thy sons' sons, especially the day that thou stoodest before Lifnei Yahweh Eloheka, before Jehovah the I Elohim in Horeb, when Yahweh Jehovah said to me, gather me Ha'am, the people, together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear, to respect all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And y'all came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire to the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Yahweh Jehovah spake to you out of the midst of the fire. Y'all heard the voice of Hadebarim, the words, but saw no similitude. Only ye heard a voice. And he declared to you his covenant, his barito, which he commanded you to perform, even Eseret Debarim, 10 words called the 10 Commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tablets of stone. And Yahweh Jehovah commanded I at that time, at that hour, to teach you statutes and judgments, that y'all might do them in the land whither way y'all go over to possess it, to possess her. Take y'all therefore good heed to yourselves, for y'all saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yahweh Jehovah spake to you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest y'all corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of Zakar or Nekeva, male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of any thing that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth, and lest thou lift up thine eyes to Shemayim, to the heavens, to heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, hath divided to all nations, all the Goyim, the international community, under the whole heaven. But Yahweh Jehovah hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even Mimitzrayim, out of Kemet, out of Egypt, to be to him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Furthermore, Jehovah was angry with me, with I, for your sakes, and swear that I should not go over Yarden, Jordan, and that I should not go in to that good land, Toba, Ethiopia, Toba, which Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, giveth thee for an inheritance. But I must die in this land. I must not go over Yarden, Jordan, but ye all shall go over and possess that Toba, that good land. Take heed to yourselves, lest ye all forget the covenant of Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah Yah Elohim, which he made with you, and make you a graven image or the likeness of anything which Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah the I Elohim, hath forbidden thee. For Yahweh Elohim is a consuming fire, even a jealous, a zealous Elkanah. When thou, the I, shall beget children and children's children, and ye all shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah the I Elohim, to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye all shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereto ye y'all go over Yarden, to possess it, to possess her. Ye y'all shall not prolong your days upon it, upon her, but shall utterly be destroyed. And Yahweh Jehovah shall scatter you among the Goyim, the nations, the international community, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither where Yahweh Jehovah shall lead you. And there ye all shall serve Elohim, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence, from there, thou shalt seek Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, thou shalt find. If thou seek him with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, thy psyche, when thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to Yahweh Eloheka, to Jehovah the I Elohim, and shalt be obedient to his voice. For Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, is a merciful El. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, thy patriarchs, which he sware to them. For ask now the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that Elohim created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of Shemayim, of heaven, to the other, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or has been heard like it. Did ever people hear the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and live? Or has Elohim essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation, by temptations, by signs and by wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, according to all that Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah Yah Elohim, did for you in Mitzrayim, in Kemet, Egypt, before your eyes? To thee it was shewed, that thou mightest know that Yahweh Jehovah, he is Elohim, Ha-Elohim. There is none else beside him. That thou should know that thou mightest know. To the eye it was shewed, that thou mightest know. Ki Yahu ha Elohim, Ein Oda Milabado, Ein Od Milvado, that Jehovah, He is the Elohim, the true Elohim. Ki Yahu ha Elohim. There is none, no one else beside Him. Ein Oda Milvado. Out of Shemayim, heaven, He made thee to hear His voice, that He might instruct thee. And upon earth He shewed thee His great fire, and thou heardest His words, Devarim, out of the midst of the fire, Ha'esh. And because He loved thy fathers, thy patriarchs, therefore He chose their seed, their race, after them, and brought thee out in His sight with His mighty power, Mimitzrayim, out of Kemet, out of Egypt, to drive out Goyim, nations, from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance as it is this day. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thine heart, that Yahweh, that Jehovah, Ki Yahu ha-Elohim b'shamayim miyama al ve'ala ha'aretz miyatachat ein oda. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thine heart, that Yahweh Jehovah, He is the Elohim, the true good, the true God. Ki Yahu ha Elohim, in Shemayim above, and upon the earth beneath, there is none else. Ein Oda. Thou shalt keep therefore His statutes and His commandments, which I command thee this day, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, giveth thee forever.
የሚያየንን አየነው፣ የሰማንን አወቅነው፣ የዳሰሰንን አገኘነው። የአብርሃምን አምላክ የሚያየንን ጌታ ኤልሮሂምን 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 ኤልሮሂምን
My advice to all is to fulfill the Ten Commandments.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad.
And here, Shema Yisrael, here, give ear. Here for the Shalishi, Aliyah. The third Aliyah, the third up offering up, the third reading. Here from the fifth book of Moshe, the Hebrew book called Deuteronomy. Here we pick up with Deuteronomy chapter 4 at verse 41 for the Shalishi Aliyah, for the third reading, the third up offering, Aliyah, Anaphora, offering up for this Shabbat Wa'etachhanan. Senbet Lemenuhu, Sabbath I besought. Here picking up with Deuteronomy chapter 4 at verse 41, 3 of the cities of refuge designated. Here picking up for the Shelishi Aliyah. Aza Yabdil Moshe Shalosha Arim De Eiber Hayardena Mizarecha Shemesh Shemesh Then Moses severed 3 cities on this side Yarden, Hayarden, Jordan, toward the sun rising. Aza Yavadil Moshe Shalosha Arim Be'eber Hayarden Mizarecha Shamesh, that the slayer might flee thither, there, which should kill his neighbor unawares, and hated him not in times past and I was past, and that fleeing to one of these cities he might live, namely Bezer in the Midbar, in the wilderness, in the plain country of the Reubenites, and Ramoth in Gilead of the Gadites, and Golan in Bashan of the Manassites. And this is HaTorah, the law, direction, instruction, which Moshe set before the Bnei Yisrael, the children, the sons of Yisrael. These are the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which Moses spake to the Bnei Yisrael, to the sons, the children of Yisrael, after they came forth, Mi Mitzrayim, out of Kemet, out of Egypt. On this side, Yarden, Jordan, in the valley over against Beth Peor, in the land of Sihon, king of Ha'emori, king of the Amorites, who dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moses, and the Bnei Yisrael, smote after they were come forth, Mi Mitzrayim, out of Kemet, out of Egypt. And they possessed his land, and the land of Og, king of Bashan, 2 kings of the Amorites, which were on this side Yarden, toward the sun rising, from Aroer, which is by the bank of the river Arnon, even to Mount Siwon, which is Hermon, and all the plain this side Yarden, Jordan, eastward, even to the sea of the plain, under the springs of Pisgah. And Shema Yisrael, hear, give ear for the Rabbi'i, the 4th Aliyah, the 4th up offering up, the 4th reading here for this Shabbat Wa'etachhanan, Sendet Lemenuhu. Hear, Shema, hear, give ear. 5th book of Moses, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 5. The new generation taught the Mosaic covenant. Here, picking up with Deuteronomy chapter 5, the new generation taught the Mosaic covenant, and here for the Rabbi'i, the 4th reading, the 4th Aliyah, the 4th up offering up, Anaphora, for this Shabbat Wa'etachhanan. ויקרא משה אל כל ישראל ויאמר אליהם שמעו ישראל את החוקים ואת המשפטים אשר אנוכי אדבר באזניכם היום ולמדתם אותם ושמרתם לעשותם. And Moses called all Israel. Vayikra Moshe. He'll call Israel. And said to them, Vayomer Eleihem. Hear, O Israel, Shema Yisrael. The statutes and the judgments which I speak in your ears this day. Shema Yisrael et ha-chukim ve'et ha-mishapatim asher anoki dober be'aznekem hayom, that ye y'all may learn them. Ulemadtem otam, and keep ushamartem, and do them. La esotem. Yahweh Eloheinu, Jehovah, Ayanai Elohim, made a covenant, a brit with us, with Ayanai in Horeb. Yahweh Jehovah made not this covenant, this brit, with our fathers, our patriarchs, but with us, with I and I, who are all of us here alive this day. Yahweh Jehovah talked with you face to face in Haharin, the mount, out of the midst of Ha'esh, the midst of the fire. I stood between Yahweh Jehovah and you at that time, at that hour, to shew you the word of Yahweh, the word of Jehovah. For ye all were afraid by reason of Ha'esh, the fire, and went not up, aliyah not up into Hahar, the mount, saying, I, Yahweh Eloheka, I be, he who we be, the I, Elohim, which brought thee out of the land of Mitzrayim, Kemet, Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other Elohim before I. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. Ki ani Yahweh Eloheka, for I be he who be, we be, the I Elohim, El Kana, a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers, the patriarchs, upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, that hate I, and shewing mercy to thousands of them that love me, that love I, and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, in vain, for Yahweh Jehovah will not hold him guiltless that taketh Shemo, his name, in vain. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, hath commanded thee. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh Eloheka, of Jehovah, the I Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. And remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Mitzrayim and Kemet in Egypt, and Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, brought thee out thence, out from there through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. Honor thy father and thy mother, as Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim hath commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder, neither shalt thou commit adultery, neither shalt thou steal, neither shalt thou bear false witness against thy neighbor, neither shalt thou desire thy neighbor's wife, thy neighbor's isha, neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor's bait, house, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox or his ass, or anything that is thy neighbor. And hear, Shema Israel. Hear, give ear, for the Hamishi, Hamishi Aliyah, 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 Aliyah. The fifth reading, the fifth offering, offering for this Shabbat Wa'etchhanan, Senvet Lemenuhu. Here, picking up with the fifth book of Moshe, the Hebrew book called Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy chapter 5, here at verse 22. In the KJV, verse 22, corresponding in the Chumash, verse 19, but here for the Hamishi Aliyah. Etaha debarim ha'el diberi Yahweh illa kola kehalekem bahara mitoka ha'esh. Anana we ha irafela kola gadol we lo yasafa wa yikatevim Allah shneya luchota abanim wa yitanema helai. Here, picking up with the Hamishi, the fifth reading, the fifth Aliyah, Deuteronomy chapter 5, here, verse 22. These words, Etahadebarim ha'ele, these words, Yahweh Jehovah spake to all your assembly in the mount, out of the midst of Ha'esh, the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness, with a great voice, a great voca. And he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tablets of stone, and delivered them to me, to I. And it came to pass, when ye all heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye all came near to I, near to me, even all the Roshé, the Rases of your tribes and your elders. And ye said, behold, Yahweh Eloheinu Jehovah, I Elohim, hath showed us, his glory and his greatness. And we, I have heard his voice out of the midst of Ha'esh, the fire. We, I have seen this day that Elohim doth talk with man, and he liveth. Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us, if we hear the voice of Yahweh Eloheinu, of Jehovah, Elohim anymore. Then we, shall die. For who is there of all flesh that have heard the voice of Elohim Chaim, the living Elohim, speaking out of the midst of Ha'esh, the fire, as we, have, and lived? Go thou, the eye near, and hear all that Yahweh Eloheinu Jehovah, Elohim shall say, and speak thou to us, to I, all that Yahweh Eloheinu Jehovah, Elohim shall speak to thee, and we, will hear it and do it. And Yahweh Jehovah heard the voice, the voca of your words, the barim, your words, when ye all spake to me, to I. And Yahweh Jehovah said to me, said to I have heard the voice of the barim, the words of this people, which they have spoken to thee, They have well said all that they have spoken. Oh, that there was such an heart in them, that they would fear, respect, and keep all my commandments always, that it might be well with them and with their children forever, forever. Go say to them, get you into your tents again. But as for thee, stand thou here by me, and I will speak to thee all the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which thou shalt teach them, that they may do them in the land which I give them to possess it, to possess her. Ye, y'all shall observe to do therefore as Yahweh Elohim, as Jehovah y'all Elohim hath commanded you. Ye, y'all, shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. Ye, y'all, shall walk in all the ways which Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah, Yahweh Elohim, have commanded you, that ye, y'all, may live, and that it may be well with you, and that ye, y'all, may prolong your days in the land which ye, y'all, shall possess. Shema, hear. Fifth book of Moses, Moshe, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 6. Now, these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah, Yahweh Elohim, commanded to teach you, that y'all might do them in the land whither way ye y'all go to possess it, to possess her, that thou mightest fear, mightest respect Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I, Elohim, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, that thy days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as Yahweh Elohim Aboteka, as Jehovah the Elohim of thy patriarchs, thy fathers, hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey.
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, O children of Israel?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
And here, for the Sheishi Aliyah. For this Shabbat Wa'etchana'n, for this Sendeta Lemenuhu, Sabbath, I besought. Here, for the sixth reading, the sixth Aliyah, sixth offering up offering. Here for this Sabbath, I besought Shabbat Wa'etchana'n. Here, picking up the fifth book of Moses, the Hebrew book called Deuteronomy chapter 6. Here at verse 4, the great commandment. Shema Yisrael. Here. Give ear and hear for the Sheishi Aliyah. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Hear, O Yisrael, Yahweh Jehovah, I Elohim, Yahweh Echad. Jehovah, the one, he who be, we be. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Hear, O Yisrael, he who be, we be, I Elohim, he who be, we be, the one. Ahavta eti Yahweh Eloheka, b'kol levaveka, u'b'kol nafsheka, u'b'kol me'odeka. And thou, the I, shalt love Yahweh Jehovah, the I, Elohim, Yahweh Eloheka. And thou shalt love he who be, the I, Elohim, with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, thy psyche, and with all thy might. Instruction and warning, verse 6. And these words, with Hayu Hadebarim Ha'ele, and these words which I command thee, this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently to thy children, to thy sons, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them upon the post of Beiteka, the eye's bait, the eye's house, and on thy gates. And it shall be when Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, shall have brought thee into the land which he sware to thy fathers, thy patriarchs, to Abraham, to Yitzhak, and to Yaakov, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not, and houses full of all good things which thou fillest not, and wells digged which thou diggest not, vineyards, vineyards, and olive trees which thou plantest not. When thou shalt have eaten and be full, beware lest thou forget Yahweh Jehovah, he who he be, Hakadosh Baruch Hu Baruch, which who brought thee forth out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the land of Kemet, out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear, respect Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, and serve him, and shall swear by Shemo, his name. Y'all shall not go after other gods, Elohim Acharim, of the Elohim of the people, which are round about you. Ki Yahweh Eloheka, El-Kana, for Jehovah, the I Elohim, El-Kana, a zealous El, a jealous God, among you, lest the anger of Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Y'all shall not tempt Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, y'all Elohim, as y'all tempted in Massa. Y'all shall diligently keep the commandments of Yahweh Elohim, Jehovah, y'all Elohim, and his testimonies and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee, and thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of Yahweh, of Jehovah, of he who he be, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which Yahweh, which Jehovah, he who he be, swear to thy fathers, to thy patriarchs, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as Yahweh Jehovah hath spoken. And when thy son asketh thee in time and I were to come, Lamor, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which Yahweh Eloheinu, Jehovah, I and I Elohim, hath commanded you? Then thou shalt say to thy son, I and I, were Paro, Pharaoh's bondmen in Mitzrayim, in Kemet, in Egypt, and Yahweh Jehovah brought I and I, Mitzrayim, out of Kemet, out of Egypt, with a mighty hand, and Yahweh Jehovah shoots signs and wonders, great and sore, upon Mitzrayim, upon Kemet, upon Egypt, upon Paro, Pharaoh, and upon all his household, before I and I eyes, and he brought I and I out from thence, from there, that he might bring us, I and I, in, and give us, I and I, the land, which he sware to I and I fathers, to our patriarchs. And Yahweh Jehovah commanded I and I, us, to do all these statutes, and to fear, and to reverence, and to respect Yahweh Eloheinu, Jehovah, I and I Elohim, for our I and I good always, that he might preserve us, I and I, alive, as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if I and I observe to do all these commandments, Lifnei Yahweh Eloheinu, before Jehovah, I and I Elohim, as he hath commanded us, as he hath commanded I and I. Man, that is plan. Man, that is plan.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad.
Give ear, hear for the Shabi'i, Aliyah, 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 Aliyah. For this Shabbat, Wa'etchhanan, Sabbath, I besought, Sendet Elemenhu. Here, picking up with the fifth book of Moshe, Hebrew book that's called Deuteronomy chapter 7, the command to be separate. And here, give ear, Shema for the Shabi'i, the seventh reading, the seventh Aliyah, the seventh up offering. Here. Ki yi'bi'eka Yahuwah Eloheka el ha'aretz asher ata ba shama li'rishataha v'nashala goyim rabim miya paneka ha'chiti v'ha-girgashi v'ha-emori v'ha-kanani v'ha-perizi v'ha-chiwi v'ha-yebusi shib'a goyim rabim wa'etz'umima mimeka. When Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah, the I Elohim, shall bring thee into the land whither where thou goest to possess it, to possess her, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh, when Jehovah, the I Elohim, shall I deliver them before thee. Thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy to them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give to his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take to thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, from following I, and that they may serve Elohim Acharim, other Elohim. So will the anger of Yahweh of Jehovah be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thus, like this, shall ye, y'all, deal with them. Ye, y'all, shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people, an isle people, a set apart people, to Yahweh Eloheka, to Jehovah the I Elohim. Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, hath chosen thee to be a special people to himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yahweh, Jehovah, did not set his love upon you nor choose you, because ye, y'all, were more in number than any people, for ye, y'all, were the fewest of all people. But because Yahweh, Jehovah, loveth you, and because he would keep the oath which he hath sworn to your fathers, to your patriarchs, hath Yahweh, Jehovah, brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, king of Kemet, Egypt. For the maftir for this Shabbat, Wa'etchhanan, here at verse 9, the maftir. Yada'ita ki Yahweh Eloheka hu ha-Elohim ha'el ha-ne'eman shomer ha-berita ha-chesed ale o ha-bayu u'ale shomarei mi tz'otayu le'elefa dor. Here for the maftir for this Shabbat Wa'etchhanan. Know therefore that Yahweh Yada'ita he, Yahweh, that Jehovah, that he who be, Eloheka, the I, Elohim, who, he, ha, Elohim, he is the true Elohim, who, Elohim, Ha-El, the El, Ha-El, Ha'el, Ha-El, Ha-Ne-Eman, the faithful El, the faithful Ha'el, Ha'el, Ha-Ne'eman, Shomer Ha-Berit, the one who keepeth, he who be, who keepeth covenant with Ha-Chesed, and mercy and loving kindness and mercy and chesed, with ha-chesed, li-o-ha-bayu, keepeth mercy to them that loveth him, u-li-shomarei, mitzvotayu, and keepeth his commandments, li-elef dor, to 1,000 generations. Know, therefore, that Yahweh Eloheka, that Jehovah, the I Elohim, he who ha-Elohim, he is the true Elohim, the faithful Elohim, who keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. Thus fulfills the Torah portion aliyot for this Shabbat Wa'ethanan senbet lemenhu Sabbath I besought. Kabur lekalu, kabur ledimsu, kabur lehailu, glory to the word, glory be to the sound, glory be to the power. Kabur leabinu, lemelkeinu, glory be to I Father, I King. Kabur lekadamawi, Haile Selassie, Beshem Yeshua HaMoshiach. Glory be to the first power of the Trinity in the name of Getachinam and Hanetachin, in the name of Jesus Christos. Amen.
My advice to all is to fulfill the Ten Commandments.
Rastafari.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Chaye Olam Nata B'Tokenu. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Blessed art thee, I, Adonai, I Elohim, Eloheinu, Melech HaOlam, sovereign King of the universe, King of the universal King, who has given us a Torah of truth, Torah Emet, implanting within us, within I, eternal life. Blessed art thee, I, Adonai, who gives ha-Torah.
Give thanks unto the Black Christ, the Black Christ, the Black Christ. Give Adonai. Rastafari.
Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam Asher natan lanu Torat Emet Vaye Olam Natei Vatokanu Baruch Atah Yahweh Noten HaTorah Shelah.
ሽመላ አገራችን ኢየሩሳሌም ገና ሽመላ አገራችን ኢየሩሳሌም ገና
Call in to hear the full now, or hopefully catch it on the replay. 515-602-9761. To hear the full now.
Many are calling, no? Many are called but few are choosing. Many are called but few are choosing. I was called and I was choosing. It's funny, but it's true.
It is good that you are here to record this picture of me in my palace garden at Addis Ababa. People who see this throughout the world will realize that even in the 20th century, with faith, courage, and a just cause, David will still beat Goliath.
Stay tuned for the Haftarah and the Brit Hadash Aliyot.
Your people are not free. Oh, yeah, can't you see? We are in Babylon bondage. They take away our gold, and they take our knowledge away. Due to the money vibe, I and I can't live alright. Oh, yeah, can't you see? Dirty Babylon can't let free. Every man should live on earth as ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, yeah, can't you see? Your people not living clean. John Tom, I see for me. Miss Mary, I carry some news. Oh, yeah, can't you see? Those people ain't not real. Oh, yeah, can't you see? Their people are not free. Some do the good they could. Some do the bad because they're bad. Oh yeah, I know an evil man because he always sits up in an evil place. Oh yeah, can you see? Their people are not free. Oh yeah, can you see? Yeah, your people are not free. Babylon a take bribes to take your life and turn around back and tell a lie. Oh yeah, can't you see? Your people are not free. Yeah, can't you see? Ja, can't you see? Yeah, can't you see? Oh yeah, can't you see? Your people are not free. We can't even walk at night in peace. The wicked man will wanna cut me down. blessing. As they were border, oh Jah, can't you see? Your people are not free.
Yes, Malcolm, Ehud, blessed, beautifully good first day service beginning
Stay
right
tuned
now.
for the Haftarah and the Brita Hadasha Aliot.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.